So I need to see if we can make these cheesy things and in advance. So I'm just kind of quite curious. So we'll melt them again, crisp it up, take it out of the pan, cover it, put it in the fridge, and then see if it reheats. Just out of curiosity. So I don't need to measure the cheese. I just need to do it and then see what happens to it once we put it in the fridge and let it go cold. So, flipped it over, so it just firms it up on the other side, and then we'll just, so it's just dried it out a little bit on the other side. So we'll put that on there, we'll let it go cold, and we'll put it in the fridge, and we'll see if they thaw. Right, so the cheesy thing has gone, it's been in the fridge overnight and it's gone hard. Doesn't taste stale. That's okay. So, I was having a think about how on earth we're going to warm that back up. And then I was thinking about, now people were doing something on TikTok where they were warming pizza up in a frying pan with some water. And I was kind of thinking, and then what they do when they're cooking burgers, they sometimes put a lid, cook the burger, a little bit of water, lid on the burger, and then it kind of steams inside. And I was kind of thinking, I wonder if that will work. So that in there, I think it's more likely to burn more than anything. So I'm going to put on cheese. So more cheap mozzarella, and then it's only going on. Not much way to do this. We're only kind of faffing though, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter. So that in there, and then this is cold. So, but maybe it would have been better warm. So that there. So this is going to be about 200 grams. It's liquid. There's always going to be. That's too much. That's too much. No, it's not. There's always going to be a problem that cheese is porous. So liquid's going to come out of it, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. It's always going to be a little bit messy. So temperature up, water, and then lid on, and let's see what happens. What should happen is the cheese melts in the water like that, like it's doing, and then the water will evaporate. It's too much water. That's too much water. Let's pull some of that off. Let's spoon it off first. I don't want anything to fall out of it. So splash of water. Let's call that a couple of tablespoons of water, and then lid on and see what that happens. So it should re-crisp up. It'll go soft and then hopefully it'll re-crisp up. This is just, try making a bit of cheese. This is just kind of the experiment to see if we can cook it, make it go crisp, and then warm it back through. If that's kind of possible. Because it's a speed thing. To cook something from, fixing a bit of mash. So to cook through the cheese thing, you're looking at 10 minutes, which is a bit of a wait if you're going to be cooking things. And you kind of want to do things fast, because volume is where you're going to make a good amount of money, but obviously you're going to have to cook all the cheesy, whatever they are, cheesy crisps beforehand, which is time consuming. So, not like that. They do have squirty bottles. I've seen it on programmes on TV. So what they do is they squirt a bit of water in and then put the lid on. So that would be my kind of advice about that. But I don't think this is actually going to be the way to do it. I think this is just an idea. An idea tends to take us somewhere. There's no real wrong paths in life. Only learning experiences. I'm just doing a bit of washing up on it. I've been out of the house all day and there is a pile of washing up. I really don't know where it comes from. So maybe I should do it before I leave the house. Maybe. There we go. You see it's starting to crisp up again. Cheese is melting on the bottom. So, there's a bit of water on that. Do turn that over. I don't think it's going to want to. Oh, there we go. Not so bad. Turn the temperature down a little bit. I think it needs. I'm going to have another go. I think it needs. I think it needs a pancake or a tortilla, or some kind of flatbread in there to stop the leakage. If I'm honest, I don't know how you'd serve it. It's quite a soft thing, but it looks good. It looks good. I was thinking, it's quite an interesting idea, and it's kind of got me thinking about something else that I tried about a year ago that I wasn't too happy with, and it just kind of didn't work. And I think the grilled cheese in the pan as some kind of like raft would kind of help that other idea, but that's another idea for another day. So we can make the cheese and we can reheat it to some success. I don't know how you eat it. It's like a soft thing. It needs to be in a container that you then dig into. But then you kind of have a container with cheesy nachos in or something like that anyway. So let's get it out. Let's turn it off and let's get it out. Needs a better this side. It's the plate that had the cheese on, so it's not clean, but no. Yeah, so that kind of works. Let's cut into it. Let's cut into it. crispy. And hot all the way through, so that works. That works. It's certainly a method to do it. I just think it can be done a little bit better. Get that out of the way. Get some water in before it starts to set the smoke alarm off. Yeah, so that method works. But I just think it needs a what we call it, like a pancake in it to stop this fat and grease coming out. I mean, you can't eat that out of a bag. That's the kind of thing. You know, it kind of needs to be in something. I mean, it's cheese and meat, and more cheese, isn't it? It's going to be nice. Like maybe a slice of ham in there, so it was more like along the lines of a croque monsieur type of thing. That kind of work. But you see all that juice that comes out there. That's what the problem is with the cheese, that it's porous and it's got holes in it, so any kind of filling wants to kind of leak through, which could be a problem, but it could also be a feature as well. So you kind of know that if you make the cheesy crispy thing beforehand, you know that things are going to soak through it. So having other cheeses, softer cheeses, melt into it, that's going to be a good thing. Maybe the filling's not ideal, or it needs to be drier. I don't know. Well, I'll play around, and it's nice.